How to YouTube tutorial, the algorithm. Binged watch Game of Thrones. Just got back from tour and I haven't made anything in months. Haven't made anything. I just been on tour. Now I'm gonna make something. Shit. You just gotta clear the cobwebs away. Alright. Let's do this. I'm going to start writing using something I've never started with before, which is the audio from a conversation I had with Jessica on my cell phone. Hello!
Okay.
Alright, so here is a chopped up version of our conversation from the phone. And now what I want to do is first listen to it. Hello!
That's not what you're really hot.
You get the idea. And I just thought of a few effects right off the bat that I want to put on it. One of them is this delay. Hello!
Okay. And then gets repeated. Or
Kind of gives it an interesting vibe when
that's not what you're supposed to do.
stuff like that could be used in an interesting way to create atmosphere. It could be spooky. And then also it's a bandpass filter. It filters everything out of the EQ except for a specific frequency that's notched up.
That's not what you're supposed to do because that's going to be ones they make all the time.
So moving it around makes an interesting kind of ghosty effect too. I want to see what happens if I stretch everything out, slow everything down. Let's see how that sounds. Hello! Nice. Let's try reversing this. These are kind of standard things I do with audio samples. Basically, it's like, okay, I don't like it the way it is. How can we change it? Some of the best go-aheads are make it faster or slower, reverse it. These are things that most people do. Something about reversed audio that's slowed down is just beautiful. Now it sounds pretty alien, which I think is good. Let's see what happens if I take hello and slow that way the heck down. Hello! I like this part. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna work with that. Da 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 da. Let's get that on a MIDI instrument. Now let's get some chords on there. Generally when you're working in the box like this with MIDI and stuff, you're quantizing or recording to a click to some degree. But here, I have two choices here. I can quantize everything to a click and just make things line up even though they don't right now. Or I can turn the grid off altogether and go for a very loose, sort of sprawling, rhythmic texture. And that's what I actually want to do. I'm trying to do things I don't normally do because I just don't feel like doing a normal thing. So I'm turning the grid off. I want more melody. Let's see if we can use pieces of this to write a second half to this melody. Cool, now I need to mix things in with some reverb. And I'm going to automate the reverb so that it comes in just on these last two notes of the melody. And let's also get a delay kicking in. Now let's have that melody repeat right here. This is a good time for a very wide synth kind of moment. The crunch there is pretty good actually. It's scary. So let's listen to this. And now, this is a good spot, I think, right here for some really new harmonic territory. Gonna have to put some drums in there. I think we could use a little bit of support harmonically here. I'm gonna just use the bass pad for that. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. One of the microphones I used when I was recording the cell phone audio had a lot of glitches and noise in it, and I wasn't thinking I was going to use that because, well, it sounds like this.
Like, I'm gonna think about...
And as you can hear, there's that familiar cell phone disturbance sound. But I actually think that kind of thing might be a nice bed for this track to sit on. The thing about the track right now is all the elements seem a little bit like they're in different worlds. I want to try to create a cohesive kind of eerie ghost vibe by having this master track of the cell phone noise playing in the far, deep, dark background. Now I'm going to get rid of a lot of the frequencies. See how that adds an interesting kind of emotional quality to everything? Yeah. That's It's adding a nice touch. And so, for the sake of this being a warm-up and me not overcommitting to the song at the moment, I'm going to finish it just by putting the A section back again at the end. When you play drums along and there's no grid or click and the material is so fluid, it's helpful to actually look at the MIDI notes for places to line up, then go in afterwards and adjust things. So now what I'm going to do is go in and mix a bit, play around. I'm going to write a song in terms of lyrics and vocal part to go over this. I'm going to throw in some vocal textures and see how it turns out. To float with the fishes? Do you still wanna vote when you're vicious? I move back and forth like a piston, trying to lift and press from beneath him. He's my angel cloud, I am destined. He's my heaven brow, I'm just sweating. Alone I praise his holy creation and miss everything here in the world I was made in the grease.